welcome to another Tutorial Tuesday. I'm Holly, and today I'm going to show you how I make a princess kitty, or sometimes I call her a hip kitty. It's different than the two balloon cat that I have. This one's more of a cartoon character-ish looking cat. So it's a great one for parties. The girls always love it, so it's definitely good to bring to parties and restaurants. So let's get started. I'm using a pink 260 Qualitex brand in case you're interested to know. And I'm going to blow this up about 7 pumps. A little air out there, and we've got a tail about 2 or 3 inches long. Okay? So we're going to start with her body. And I'm going to make, it's going to be kind of like a bird body, but with 4 bubbles. So I'm going to make the first bubble however tall or long I want her body to be. So I'm going to do about, I don't know, that big. And we're going to fold that bubble down and make another one the exact same size. And use our nozzle to twist around and push it through so these will stay in place. They won't come undone. Okay? Pretty easy so far. Next we're going to make another bubble the same size. So go ahead and squeeze your balloon, get it nice and soft. Make another bubble, the third bubble, the same size. And now we're going to do a roll through. So we're going to pull these 2 bubbles aside with our fingers and roll that one through with our thumb. Alright, so this would be the bird body. We're going to take this down one more time. So make it nice and soft. And fold it down. So we've got 4 bubbles. Make one last bubble that same size. And you should have the nozzle down here sticking out. And you can just wrap that around there. And then take that nozzle and kind of run it through the middle of the bubbles to lock that all in place. Okay? So this is going to be her little body. And now we're going to do the bottom of her dress, which is just 3 small loops. So whatever you've got left here, just going to fold it over about hand's width and twist it. So we've got 1 loop. Do the same thing for 2 loops. And then you can take the rest of this and fold it in, or make it all the same size. You kind of have to eyeball that one. So I've got a little bit extra here on this one. I'm just going to get rid of it. And wrap this piece around so that it doesn't come undone. Alright, so here's our little kitty body. This could be a flower too now I'm looking at it. Kind of pretty. Okay, let's continue with her arms. So I'm going to take a white 260 now. Just blow it out about 4 pumps. Not a whole lot. And sometimes on this cat I'll give her hands, and sometimes I'll just leave the balloon like this for her whole arm and hand. For this video, we'll do a hand. So let's make a small little bubble right here, and then a small loop. Really small, because she's a petite little princess. Okay? So there's her hand. You're going to come up. She's going to have short arms, so maybe like 3 or 4 inches here. Okay? And you can twist that, but it's not going to stay. So we're going to make another arm the same size as that, just so we kind of have that in place. And let it go. And do your other hand, small loop, and then a small little bubble. And we'll get rid of the rest of this. Alright, so these are going to be your arms. And we twisted it in the middle there so we have it be nice and soft so that we can easily twist it again when we need to. But we don't need to at this second. So just hold on to that until we put her head on. And her head is going to be a white heart-shaped balloon. These are 6-inch hearts. Qualitex, again, in case you're interested. So what I do with their heads is I put them pretty far down on the pump. And then hold my fingers up on it pretty high. That way you get less nozzle and more of this heart shape here. Hopefully that makes sense. See, I've got it real tight so on the bottom so that it's more of the top of the heart. Okay, and pull that off and try to tie it like that. So you've got a long nozzle here. squat little fat heart. That's kind of what you want. Okay? And then you're going to take her body and take the nozzle of the heart balloon and just wrap it around up here on top to get it locked in there. Like this. And now the arms are real easy. You're just going to wrap them around her head. So twist them in half again and just wrap them around her head. So they're kind of like that. Now this doesn't look very good. So you're going to take each arm and kind of wedge it in between two of the bubbles of her body. So I'm going to take this one and just hold it down a little bit and wedge it in there, and the friction will keep it pretty good. Do the same thing on the other side. Kind of scoop the other ones to the side and wedge that down. So now she's got a head and a body and arms. She just needs her little legs. So with the legs, they're pretty short, so I usually take the scrap piece from her arms and just blow that back up. Okay, and you don't even need it to be this long. I'm going to make it pretty short, like that big, okay? Alright, I'm going to squeeze that, make it soft, and I don't want this other piece sticking here on the end, so I'm going to tie that off and actually cut off both of these little ends with my scissors. Like that. So we just have a little hot dog. Now twist that in half. There are two short little legs. And you're just going to take these and wrap them into the bottom of your dress. I usually come from above one of these loops and just bring them right down underneath. Alright, so she's got her little tiny legs. Pretty cute, huh? Okay, so at this point we're basically done with the Princess Kitty. She does like to have a bow in her hair at all times though. So sometimes I will actually just draw the bow on if it's a really quick event, but other times I keep a small roll of glue dots in my bag, and so I'll just use a glue dot and stick one on there. So I'll show you how I do that, because it's a little bit cooler than just drawing a bow on, but that does work. So I'm going to take another pink balloon and just blow it up a little bit, a few pumps. I'm not going to use nearly all of this, so it doesn't matter. Got her in a headlock. I'm a dork. Okay. For the bow, it's real easy. You're just going to do a small little bubble and then two really small loops. So squeeze your balloon, make it really soft, and then make as small as a loop as you can. So there's my small little baby loop. And one more really small loop. Alright, and I usually make this first bubble here that we did into a pinch twist. So you can take the nozzle and just rub it around down there. So that looks like a bow. We get rid of the rest of this. And to secure this, I usually tie this piece I just cut off, tie it with the nozzle into a knot. Otherwise it'll probably come undone. Alright, so that's her little bow, and I'm going to stick it right here with one glue dot. So here's our glue dots. I don't know, you might not have seen these before. They come in all different packaging. This one just happens to be in a roll, so I'll rip this off. And then there's a little dot of glue on there. Don't know if you can see that. But all I do is I just stick it on the balloon, and it peels right off onto the balloon. And I just stick this onto her head. And there you go, pretty easy. Now there's different things that you can do to achieve the same effect with raisins and balloons coming out of this balloon and all kinds of craziness. The glue dots are pretty fast, and I've taken to using them for Princess Kitty bows. So there you go. And now for the face, we're going to draw two little black eyes. And since she's a princess, she's got to have some eyelashes, right? Put some eyelashes on here, and a nose. This doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before. Ta-da! Alright, so there's our Princess Kitty, or our Hip Kitty. You can call her cool cat, whatever you want to do. Give her a different colored dress. But anyway, yeah, the girls love this thing at parties. So definitely add this to your list of things that you know how to make now. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below and I will try to respond if I can. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. We do new videos every Tuesday on Tutorial Tuesday, plus other random videos that I'll be doing during the week, answering questions and giving tours of my balloon stuff and whatever. So make sure to keep watching. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.